Not until he saw the imperial edict in her hands did the crown prince suddenly realize that she was never meant to marry him, but the eighth prince who always opposed him, never knowing all this was his own doing. She was the daughter of the wealthiest man in Los Angeles. In her previous life, the emperor, to win that family over, specially granted her marriage to the crown prince. With the secret mechanical arts of her family, the crown prince who had no virtue or talent took the throne. Yet on the very day he was crowned, he slaughtered her entire family, because he believed their inventions were heretical tricks, and thought he could rule the world without her support. He hated her for taking the position of crown princess, and causing his beloved to be disgraced and die in the brothel. To avenge that woman, the cruel crown prince drove a hairpin into her heart, but when she opened her eyes again, she was reborn on the very day of the marriage decree. By then the princes had already gathered in the great hall. It was said whoever gained her family gained the world. That day, as long as someone could unlock the wild goose mechanism she brought, the emperor would grant her in marriage to him. In her past life she secretly told the crown prince the solution, helping him stand out among the princes, but in return her whole family was killed. Living again, she swore to make him pay in blood for blood. Yet to her surprise, the crown prince did not appear that day. As the other princes failed to unlock the device, the emperor was about to postpone the contest, when the crown prince suddenly burst in with his beloved, pleading for the emperor to wed them. She realized at once that he too had been reborn, because in the last life he had never redeemed that woman. The other princes, seeing her, were all shocked, since she was the daughter of a disgraced minister, long ago condemned to the brothel by the emperor. Yet the crown prince dared defy all rules, ignoring the heiress of the richest family, and insisting on marrying a traitor's daughter. The emperor was furious, and demanded where this left the wealthy clan, but the crown prince argued back with confidence, claiming he knew the heiress had always loved him, and for the sake of the realm, he was willing to take her only as a concubine. Seeing his blind confidence, she ordered her maid to bring the wild goose lock, saying if he could open it, she would serve him not just as concubine but even as a servant. Without complaint, he sneered at her words, and picked up the lock, but no matter how long he tried he could not open it.
怎么会解不开？这不可能！上一世，他分明亲口说过的。
He never imagined that she had already changed the mechanism in advance. As he struggled to open it, he began to act shamelessly, accusing her of tampering with the lock beforehand, just to make the royal family lose face. He declared he came only to wed his beloved, and knowing her humble origin, he offered to campaign in the Northwest, and earn her title as crown princess through military merit. The Northwest was already the emperor's greatest concern. Seeing the crown prince so confident, the emperor decided to give him a chance.
好，在你出征之前，朕 就先为你完婚，让林昭昭为太子妃，也算提前为你完成心愿。
The crown prince was overjoyed, telling his beloved he would surely return in triumph. After all, in his past life he had crushed the Northwest, and was hailed by the people as their savior.
真是，你靠我墨家的机关兽和机关同人才赢了北狄，今生我看你拿什么赢？
Just as she was about to leave, the emperor suddenly called her back.